Please, if you're not asked to talk, please make sure your microphone is always muted. Please, thank you very much. I want to welcome everybody to your first live class of the course. Are you all excited?
Yes, we are. I am.
All right. Welcome, yes, Daniel. He still wants us to see his handsome face. Welcome.
Thank you.
All right. Without wasting much of our time, we're going to go straight into what we want to do today. And before we go into it, I just want to ask us, how was the class for this week? Please raise up your hand if you want to talk, so I can call you. How was the class for this week? Nobody wants to talk. Please raise your hand if you want to talk. All right, Grace of God, you have the floor.
All right, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Okay, thank you so much for this opportunity. Good evening, I'm in the class. The only challenge I have is the slide. Like the slide. For example, when you have image with write-up, the image is a kind of, I'm sorry, I'm outside. The image is a kind of overwhelming the whole slide where you have the write-ups. The write-up is very tiny, while the image, like there's this image of maybe skyscrapers or so the write-up actually expanded the screen for me to read. I couldn't read the write-up there. So that's just my input and observation. Thank you very much.
All right. Good evening, everyone. It's Olaya. Yeah. I hope we had a great week. So if you know you cannot see your screen, that is from your hand. Please ensure you increase the video quality of your YouTube. Is that understood? Every other person can see their screen. So if you know you cannot see the write-up, endeavor to go to your YouTube settings and increase the video quality of your YouTube. So before we move on as well, please, you don't need to put your camera on. So just tap on your camera and switch it off, yes, because it will consume a lot of your data and it might affect the network a bit. So click on that camera so that your face is no more showing. And also you are free to admit as many people as you can. The group, everyone is permitted to do that. You can admit people to the group. So basically, we're going to be going. Let me see. I think I saw a few hands up. Okay, Chanel, are you there? So I'll mute your microphone.
Yes, I'm
you click
here.
on that. All right, I can see your hand is raised.
Okay, so I wanted to just ask a question.
Okay.
I wanted to know if the class is for from because I'm in Ghana, but I see that most of the students of the class are basically Nigerians. I wanted to ask that last week, but I wasn't given the chance to. So I thought it was to ask today.
That what?
If all the students that are taking the course are Nigerians, because I'm a Ghanaian taking the course.
No, they're not all Nigerians. We have people from different continents, not even only Africans, on the call.
Okay.
All right. Clara. Clara, I can see your hand up.
Yes.
Good evening, Clara. So you are muted. We can't hear you anymore.
Okay, sorry about that. I probably just touched it without knowing. It was just to talk about a little more about what I think Grace of God mentioned. And you said every other person could see their YouTube video clearly. I had the same challenge, and I can tell you it's not really from my settings because I have other recordings and other things I watch, and they don't display the same way that the last class was displayed. So if something can be done about it, just increase how we see the videos or the slides from the trainers. I think I speak for a number of people other than myself and Grace of God. It was a challenge to see a lot of the
So
text
I want to, okay,
on the
Clara,
screen.
thank you very much for that. But I also want you to try it again. So go to your settings and go to the maximum, because people have why I understand that some people actually face this, because most times YouTube tries to reduce the quality to save your data, right? But I understand the fact that or maybe other stuff you've taken or other write-ups are probably more legible, right? Yes, I understand that that was small, but trust me, it is still very visible. And don't worry, it will be better in other subsequent classes. But try, and if you know you cannot see anything, any write-up, please try and check your YouTube settings. Very, very important. We understand
Not
you
that
also
we can't see. I'm sorry to cut you, Faith. Perhaps you should just do a quick survey of everybody to hear their opinion about this. I don't think it's something to do with our settings, and it's not like we can't see anything. Is that they were just small.
Okay, but you could
I
read
mean, we can
it.
find out from every other person and see how many people were able to see it clearly.
Were you able to read it?
With a lot of struggle, yes. Eventually, yes.
Okay,
And it's not the same for all the slides.
I was referring to people that cannot read it at all. But people mentioned that they could not read it at all. So if that is your case, please go and improve your YouTube video settings. Okay. Ayomide Adetunji. Ayomide, your hand is raised. So kindly click on your microphone
That's what I'm
button.
doing. I'm the coach. I'm not the decision maker. Coaching the team for you.
Okay, so I don't know if he's not able to do that. So the last person for now, Chidera Chiedu. Chidera. So just click on your microphone button. It's very simple. Even though you're not really familiar with this, you see something like a microphone
Hello, good
button.
evening. Can you hear me clearly?
Okay, good evening. Who is there?
Okay, good evening. This is Chidera.
All right.
Okay, so yes, I just wanted to give not necessarily a question, but an hands-on clarification to what Grace of God was saying earlier and the last speaker. I believe it isn't just about the setting. I was able to see it from my end, so I could see it clearly. So I understand you very much well to communicate about increasing your YouTube setting, but also the slides, the fontings used in the slides were a bit minimal. So considering those with eye defects, for example, I mean, that's my major concern. The fonts were a bit very, very, very small. So if maybe for subsequent videos, we can have more bold and legible fonts. If it's about the clarity, it was clear enough, but the fonts were small. So I think that's what they're trying to communicate. So thank you.
I already mentioned it that from subsequent classes. Let's not go back. So I already mentioned it that it will be better. We have a lot of things to cover today. Please, let's not go back. Please. Okay. If you're not speaking, kindly mute your microphone. so that we can have a great experience today. So we don't have of that. Now we're going to be giving have any questions and answers, but please ensure that there's a chat box in these Teams. If you click on those three buttons, if you're using a mobile device, if you click on those three buttons, you see something like chat. So as the class proceeds, if you have any question, please use that, because we may not be able to give everyone a chance to speak, right? So I would really like to cover as many questions as possible. So please, as the class is ongoing, just keep on dropping the questions in the chat box. You understand? So that everyone can be covered. So basically, we're going to be going over what we learned in this week and maybe a little bit more, so that we can have a better understanding of what we learned this week. So we learned of product management. We learned about product management, and for some of us, this is the first time we are hearing about it. Why for some of us, we've heard it but not really have any experience. Why for some of us, we're already in it, right? And we just want to get better at it. So whatever your case may be, I want to say you're very, 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 very welcome. And I promise you that you're going to be getting exposed more into the world of product management. So if I ask a question and you want to answer, kindly raise your hand. And if I don't call you, please do not unmute your microphone. Reason is the class is a very large class, right? And we don't want it to be rowdy. So please, very important, ensure that your microphone is crossed. There's a mark on it. If it's not crossed, you are unmuted and it's affecting every other person in class. So basically, let's start with our first question. What is product management? So if you want to answer, kindly raise your hand. What is product management? Okay, I can see Jess. So Jess, kindly unmute your microphone. What is product management?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Product management can be defined as the
Okay,
broad.
sorry. Aminat, kindly mute your microphone. Aminat, your microphone is unmuted. Mute your microphone. Yes, that's better. Jess, you can proceed.
Okay, so in my own words, and according to what I learned from the video, product management can be defined as the broad and multifaceted business process of planning, developing, launching, and managing a product, and not just any type of product, but the right one in the right way, with the aim of satisfying the user's needs and wants or problems.
Yeah, a good student though. It's people like you that you go to the exam, you get 120 over 100 because you know,
Sorry, you're muted.
Okay, thank you. All right. Thank you very much, Jess. This is actually very, very correct, because product management is the business process. Like she rightly said, it is a business. Many product managers, they forget about the fact that it's actually a business process. You must be concerned about the business. They want to solve problems. Yes, you want to solve problems, but you must also think of how that problem solving can give you what? Money, can give you revenue, can generate revenue to your company, to, from that product. So it is a business process of planning, developing, launching and managing a product, right? And it is very broad. To be honest, if we keep on learning product management from now till next 3-4 years, we'll still see new things that we have to learn from different sectors, from different areas, right? It is very, very broad and it is multifaceted. When I say, one thing I want us to know is even whatever you are into right now, whatever you are doing right, please just ensure that our microphones are muted. Very, very important. So it is whatever you're doing right now, you can infuse product management into it. You can infuse tech into it. You can infuse product management into it. Now, what do I mean by that? These days now, we have different sectors. We have healthcare sector. You're a doctor, you're a nurse, you are whatever it is in the healthcare sector, you're an occupational therapist, you are whatever it is that you might be doing, a radiographer. You don't have to throw away that part of your life for product management or for tech, right?
Faith, you're muted. We can't hear you anymore. You're muted.
Again.
Whoa. Okay, I think somebody is muting everybody. Please don't mute everybody. I will do that for my end. Because when you mute everybody, you're going to mute me also. I don't even know where. What did I say last? Please, somebody help me. What did you hear last? Okay, so let me just pick up.
How is
So
for everybody?
Whoa. Okay, so I was speaking on health tech. I said if you are into maybe health, you're in the health sector right now, you're an health student, medical student, or medical practitioner, whatever it is you might be doing now, you can decide to look inwards and focus more on health tech products, on health tech products. Yes. Now, in that sense, you're going to be working majorly on healthcare products. So I'll be muted again. So you notice that maybe, for example, some people in your environment or your country, your state, they have what? They have what do I call it? Issues with waiting times or something. You get, that's a problem that you yourself have witnessed, and maybe it has caused loss of lives or it has made some diseases go, because of that. You can decide to, okay, let's create a product that can solve that problem. You understand? So you can decide to do that as well. If it's education, probably you're a teacher, you're in the education industry, right? In the education sector, you can create products that can help either students or teachers or school owners, whatever it is, and we call you an ed tech product manager. So you can see that whatever it is that you're doing right now, in fact, these days we have fashion tech. I mean, tech, there's some problem in the fashion industry, fashion sector. We have a lot of, it is multifaceted, and each of these things, there are some things that are similar. I mean, there are some things that you can do that are similar, many things that you can do are similar, but there are some things that still distinguishes them from the other. So trust me, product management is very, very wide, and the best way to actually learn to be a product manager is not by taking 1 million course or a course of 300 years, right? I'm just exaggerating, right? But it is you actually working on products. you actually working on products. It gives you experience, it gives you knowledge, especially when you already have a background knowledge on product management. Now, let's come back to where we are. Product management is all about developing a product that satisfies the user's needs and wants. You don't create product because of what you like. You don't say, oh, because I love pink, then this thing must be pink. And maybe you are creating products for males, for boys. I know the idea about boys, blue signifying boys, pink signifying girls. I say because, oh, I love pink, then I'm going to use pink, and it looks all feminine. So you're not creating products for yourself. You must put your users' needs, your users' wants first. You are creating products for the users and not for yourself. It is very, very important. And we talked about what products is because some of us may be hearing products for the very first time. We said products is anything that what solves a customer's problem. Yes, is any offering that solves a customer's problem. And when we talk about problem, I'm talking it doesn't have to be a life-threatening problem at times. It can even be like entertainment problem. Maybe people are usually bored doing this thing. Yes, yeah, are you giving an entertainment or maybe a game or whatever it is? You're solving a problem, right? So the problem does not have to be a life-threatening one. But you know, when something inconveniences you, a lot of people, when things, you know, they want something, they feel like they're losing out from something, then that solution you provide is a product. Is a product. Now let's move on. We talked about the day-to-day activities of a product manager, what product managers do on a day-to-day basis. So most times PMs are conducting research because, to be honest, from the beginning of your product, you know, ideation and everything, even to the end, you need to keep on making research. You need to keep on learning about your users, learning about their needs, about their wants. We also develop strategies as a product manager. You communicate your plans to your engineers, to the stakeholders, to your designers, etc. You coordinate development. Yes, you don't leave your developers to just keep on developing. You also ensure that they are on the right track and even with the right time frame. Whatever feedback you get, you act on it. Talking about data analysis, you analyze data, right? You also galvanize your engineers. You know, push them. Okay, this is we talked about. Oh, you can have spoken to your engineers. Okay, engineers, how long do you think we can do this product? And it says, oh, okay, give us like 2 months. So yeah, and you also say, okay, let's make it 1.5 months. Please try and do that. You also to engage, you know, 25,000. For where? You also to ensure that they are actually working and in time, right? You organize your engineers as well. So now let's come to the tools. Now I want you guys to help me with this. Yes. So the tools that are needed in product management. Yes. So you're going to raise your hand. So don't just tell me about the tools alone. I want you to also tell me what the tools are used for. So if you tell me, oh, Canva is a tool product managers, what do they use Canva for? Do we understand? So if you want to speak, kindly raise your hand. So when you want to speak, just tell us your name and where you are speaking from, right? And tell us the tool and what it is used for. Just as simple as that. Okay, so I have some people that have raised their hands. Beautiful. We have very brilliant students in class. And before I call anybody, see, to be honest, one thing that will make you stand out amongst, we are over 300 in this class. One thing that will make you stand out among 300 people is your ability to what? Make yourself stand out. And one of the ways is by actually speaking. Yes, by speaking, by contributing to the class. And it's not just for only BeTechified. Even when you go out, when you're in the midst of people, don't cower, don't hide among the audience, don't hide among every other person. Please speak. Let people know that somebody was here in class today. Let's create a lasting impression in the minds of people, and don't just speak rubbish. Don't speak because you have to just speak. Contribute meaningfully and all. Okay, so let's come back. Okay, so we have some hands up. I can't see their hands again. What happened? Mimi, okay. Mimi, okay. So unmute click on your microphone if you want to speak. Now your microphone, that thing that looks like microphone.
Yes, I've done that. Hi,
All
good evening,
right.
everybody.
Good evening.
Good evening, Faith. Tools that product managers use. I know product managers use Trello, and Trello is like a messaging. Well, I say a community message app where you can use in having your team members to be on board rather than using WhatsApp. Trello is and more effective to use. You can also use it to strategize, use it to, build. Maybe you have as a team, you have different job descriptions or expectations. You can use Trello to do that. I don't know. I don't know if that's it's okay.
Yes. So
Thank
collaboration. Trello really works very well for collaboration. Thank you very much. So I noticed that somebody is lowering people's hands. Please, if you do that again next time, you'll be kicked out of the classroom. Please, we are all adults. Don't do that. People are raising their hands and somebody is lowering all their hands. It's not right. Please, it's not right. So let's make this class very, very enjoyable for everyone. Okay, so Ima Obong, give me another tool and what the tool is used for. So click on your microphone. But okay, yeah, I can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Okay, good afternoon. I'm
Good
Ima
afternoon.
Bong. I'm attending the class from Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. So for communication, the product use they can use Discord or Slack to communicate with your team members.
Yes, that's very correct.
The tools needed, yeah. Can use Discord or Slack.
Yeah, we got you very right. Thank you
And
very
then
much.
please, can I say something? Okay, is there a way it can only be an admin to admit people in, or maybe have control on who can mute and unmute anybody?
Yes,
because some people will just come in and then mute everybody, even while you're still talking.
Yes, thank you very much for that. I guess the admin
Thank you.
in that. All right, so let's have John Titiloye. So that'll be the last person for this question and answer session while we proceed to the topics. Hi, John.
Confirm. Hello. Hi, Faith. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right. Good evening or afternoon, morning, wherever we're listening from. So one tool I would like to talk about is Figma. Figma can be used for prototyping, for basically converting or bringing out the plan or the sketch of what a person has in mind, whether the product owner or the whatever role the person, the people are playing on the team. It can help them bring out that idea into a pictorial form, and from there everyone can weigh in on that. From there the developers can get to work on it. So Sketch is Figma is a very wonderful tool that I think product managers should use very well.
Yes. So for prototyping, for your wireframing, especially as well. Yes. So thank you very much. So we discussed about analysis too, because as product managers, you must work on your analysis. You must analyze data because you will get data from different from different sources to solve the problem. You have to speak to the user, speak to whoever the stakeholders are, and these are data that you're going to collect from them. So to analyze the data, you can use Google Analytics, you can use Mixpanel, you can use I think we talked about amplitude as well in class. So let's move on to the next. So let's move from problem to solution. So okay, let's come to project management methodologies first. Now, please, we have several methodologies, and we spoke on two in class. One is the traditional methodology, which is the waterfall. We also talked on agile methodology, and I explained waterfall to us in class. One other way, some people ask, okay, do people still use waterfall, like, since it has many downsides and all of that? Now, please, I want you to put in your mind that this is project management methodology. It's not a product management methodology, but we do project management in product management. They are different. Projects can be anything. Building a house is a project. Doing something is a project. Anything can be called a project, right? Yeah. So even when we are creating our products, we have some projects that we are working in while creating the product, while building the product, which is why we need to use this project management methodology. But for waterfall, we cannot use waterfall in software product management. Why? Because things are bound to change. Even the taste of your users can change. Your users that like, if I ask some of us now, some of us may actually like using, maybe eating something past maybe last 4 years, and this year we don't like the thing again. It's no more like it was literally our best food or something, and now you don't even want, like, you don't even feel like eating it anymore, right? Tastes can change. Look at I don't know if I mentioned that in class. Look at To Go. There was a time when To Go was like the reigning app for chatting and what have you. But now, what do we have? We have WhatsApp, we have Twitter, and etc. etc. So what happened? Is it that they did something wrong? It may not be that they did anything wrong, but taste changed. Tastes change. So it's very, very important that we understand that waterfall cannot work for product management, but we can use it in other aspects of projects, like, building a house, making like an apartment, building a house. You know that there's a set thing that you have to follow. Okay, when you want to build a house, especially in Africa, what do? You have your bricks, your blocks down, you lay your foundation, you build on top. That one, there's no two way about it. You cannot decide that you want to first do the roofing, right? So waterfall methodology works perfectly for that. But when it comes to software, then you must ensure that we use other methodologies that can work for that. So let's come to design thinking. And we talked about 5 phases of design thinking. We have the what's, I can call it a deep, right? Okay, so let's see. Anybody wants to help us with that? Let me see. Esther Usman. Esther, can you give us the five phases of design thinking? So Esther, if you want to speak, you have to tap on your microphone so that we can hear you.
All right. It's not working.
Okay, Esther Onilu.
Okay, is it my Esther?
Well, I don't think it was your Esther.
Sorry, someone actually muted me, right? Can you hear me now?
Please off your camera.
Esther Usman.
Can you hear me?
Usman.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Off your camera.
Sorry, someone is actually.
Okay, so Esther Osman, kindly unmute your microphone again now.
I'm
Yes,
on
we
mute,
can hear you.
but someone mute me. Can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
All right. Good evening, Faith. Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for this amazing thing you're doing here. So you talked about the design and thinking and the 5 phases involved. So we talked about empathize, define, ideate, prototype, and test. So these were the 5 things that we mentioned during the course of the class. Thank you so much.
So those are the 5 phases of design thinking. So it's not design and thinking, it's actually design thinking. Is a word, should I call it or a phrase? Or is that a clause? Okay, whatever the case maybe, is design thinking, yes. Now, we talked about the 5 phases. I'm also said that they are what? Non-linear. It is non-linear. That means you are free, you are permitted to, you don't have to follow it the way it is written there. First of, yes, you have to follow it, but there's permission for you to always go back to the drawing board, iterate, go back, start from, wherever you deem it fits, as long as you're trying to make your product better, right? Like the image people would say. Okay, that was on a lighter note. But we have empathize, we have define, we have ideate, we have prototype, and we all right. So you can empathize, you can understand the problem, then you go on to defining the problem, and you start ideating your solution. Then you can see that, wait, this solution, something is not clear about this solution. Okay, well, let's even understand that problem. Let's go understand the pain of our users. Then you go back to empathize stage. You don't have to say, because I've already got it to ideate, I have to continue to prototype, I have to continue to test. You can even get to test and have to actually go back, right? You can go back to ideate, you can go back to empathize, as long as you're iterating and trying to make your product serve its purpose. Yes. Now, we talked about the end goal of design thinking. We said, why are we using design thinking, right? There are 3 end goals. We said desirability, feasibility, and what? Viability. Is it desirable? Do people want it? Is it feasible? Can it even work? Like, let's be serious. Let's be serious ourselves. It's not everything that tech can solve, right? I think that needs some other approach. So can tech actually solve this thing? Then is it viable? Can it give us money? Right? So all these things, the 3 are the end goals of design thinking. They're the end goals of design thinking. Then we talked about our PRD. As a product manager, you must be very familiar with your PRD, and that's why from this week, now this is very important information, and please don't tell me to come back again. If you don't hear me, please go and listen to the recording. It will be sent. So this is the PRD. Your PRD means the product requirement document, which is a document that contains all the requirements of your product. Now, if you paid attention in your groups this week, you will see that the admin, I think Debbie, sent your PRD template, right? And also a video explaining how the PRD is supposed to be filled. And at the time, you may not really understand why you had that, but starting from this week, you would understand, because from tomorrow, you will be grouped. Yes, you have another group again, and this is only for those that are submitted week 1 assignments. If you haven't, I think I got an information that some people actually begged for an extension. Some people had medical emergencies and other excuses. So we really prioritize our health, and they were given. So if you know you are still among those who have not submitted the assignment for week 1, please do so. There's a grace till tomorrow morning. If you don't submit it, trust me, you can never see your name there. Because many people registered for this course. It's a free course, and we understand. We are also aware, because we have been doing this for a while now. So we are aware that because it is free, many people want to partake, but they are not ready to put in the commitment required. So we're not going to don't let me say really, but I have to say it. We're not going to waste our time, focusing on people that are not ready. We want to focus on those that are ready to make a change, because it's those testimonies that makes us happy, that make us keep on doing what we are still doing right now. Yes, so only those that have taken the week 1 course assignments, submitted the week 1 assignments by tomorrow morning will be grouped. And your group is going to be an open group. It's not going to be locked like you have the general group, right? You will be able to collaborate. You can decide. We talked about some tools, talked about Slack, talked about Trello, whatever. So you guys decide to collaborate, you can, do that. That is left to your discretion, right? So even if you don't know how to use these tools, it's an opportunity for you to start using it to collaborate, to speak with your team members, to track your projects and all. You will also be given problem statements per group. So each group will have a problem statement, and you are to give us a solution. Yes, you have to prefer a solution, a software product. Per group, you have a solution, and this solution is to be presented by next week, Friday. That's about 2 weeks, shy of 2 days, right? So in the next 12 days, you'll be presenting your product. So we still have some interference. All right. I really hope we are getting it, but if you don't get it, don't worry. I'm still going to come back again, and we also still have the recording of this, so they can go back and listen carefully. And please, you don't have to message any admin that you do not see your group. The groups will be posted in the grouping, and your problem statement posted in the main group. So don't worry. If you cannot see it in your main group, then that means we have not released the grouping yet. I hope you understand, please. So don't start saying you can't see your group until the grouping has been posted. So you will be required to create a solution surrounding the problem that you have been given. And before then, most like that PRD video has told you, don't just, because they gave you a problem statement, don't just copy and paste it. You must actually validate that problem. Why is it a problem? You can go to, if it's something that can require you to talk to people in the society or in any industry that you are trying to solve a problem, please do so. If something will require you to, make research, do so and reference that your research according to www dot blah blah blah. 24% of people who do this have this. Please reference it, so that anyone listening to you know that yes, you are a product manager that knows what you're doing. Remember I said before that the only way you can be a product manager, if you keep on doing classes without any hands-on experience, you're just wasting your time. The only way you can be a good product manager is by actually working on products, which is what we are starting to do now. So that at the end of your class, just within these 4 weeks, well, for some of us that were around for the last graduation, you can see what these people did. There are people like you that started in the last 4 weeks. So in the next 4 weeks too, or 3 weeks right now, because 1 week is over, you'll be doing the same. In fact, starting from next 2 weeks, because your first presentation is next 2 weeks. That means next 2 weekends, on Saturday and Sunday, you'll be presenting the it will be announced to you how you're going to go about it. Each group will have your own day. That means on the 22nd and 23rd, you will be presenting. Kindly take notes. Yes. The deadline for submitting your PRD and your slides, because you'll be making slides from your PRD, is your slide you used to present. It will be so cumbersome to present with your PRD. You can see that some people complained about the font being small. So imagine you having to present just write-ups altogether. It may not be so clear, you get. So you have to actually present with your slides so that it can be clear. So the deadline for submission of your PRD and slides is on the 21st of February, and presentation starts on the 22nd of February and 23rd. While your graduation is going to be happening rather on the 2nd of March 2025. And take notes, also certificates will start being processed from this week. Yes, certificate will start being processed from this week so that you get a certificate on the day of your graduation. Yes, so we will not have time. We decided to wait till after the lectures. We might not have enough time, but we want you to graduate with your certificate. So starting from today, the certificate will be processed, and also the registration for the boot camp will also commence. Yes, and I think they've been subsided to okay, yes, I think that should be 10,000 naira or $10 if you're not in Nigeria for each of them. So you can start registering already. In the boot camp, you're going to be working on 2 more products so that at the end of both the boot camp and this first class, you'll be having 3 products in your name that you can say, yes, I've worked on this. And you can collaborate with engineers. I'm very sure that even amongst us here, we have front-end engineers, back-end engineers, we have UI UX designers. You can collaborate with these people and we can bring your product to life, at least one of these products, so that you have a substantial product to present as a product manager. We've many times, even before the end of this first class, we used to have people that have gotten testimonies. When I mean testimonies, I mean people that have actually gotten internship opportunities, at times unpaid, and even at times paid, right? We've had people that have gotten jobs. And if you have seen that video that was sent as regards your how to get your first internship and job, then you have gotten so much knowledge from that. So if you have not, please go and see it. Yes, go and see it. It's very, very important, because at this stage of your life, I'll be lying to you if I say, okay, in making you finish this course, you will see a job and start getting maybe $200,000 per annum pay. It does not work that way. It doesn't work that way. It is a career. It is not a get-rich-quick scheme, and you will build it. But the thing is, once you are in the system, and it's up all the way. Immediately after this program, the first level of ladder you're going to be climbing as a product manager is the associate product manager. So even from now, please start putting your eyes open, searching for associate product management roles. That is where you fit in. There, you'll be working with product managers. So you keep on gaining more experience. From there, you climb up the ladder to being a product manager. So right now, so that's because it does not happen with magic. Those people that usually have opportunities even before they finish the class, it's not because they have 2 heads. It's because they are putting themselves out there. Go on LinkedIn, talk about what you are learning. Let people know that you're doing into this thing so that when there are opportunities, it comes to you. And there's a way algorithm works as well. When algorithms see that you're searching more on this thing, you're talking more on this thing, they will start suggesting similar things like that to you. Yes, they'll suggest those kind of things. They will throw those things to you, those content about product management. What do we have again? Jobs and other things. You start seeing them more because you have actually immersed yourself in that. So don't keep short. Some of you have started learning for the past 1 week, and nobody, not even your family members, know that you are what do I call it? You are into tech already. You understand? Nobody, some people nobody even knows you are into tech already, and you want opportunity, you want to get a job. Will you jump down from heaven to come and meet you? You have to put yourself out there. It is very, very important. Speak. Whatever you learn, talk about it. Very, very, very important. Right? It's very important. You can see product managers that already, senior product manager, speak to them that, oh yes, you are interested in being an associate product manager for them without even any pay, that you don't even mind working without pay. You might be thinking, why would I work without pay? Yes. At times you might have to do that to gain what? Your experience. To gain your experience. So it's very, very important. Please, it's very important. Talk to people on WhatsApp, your status, let them know that, oh, as you're having this meeting, you can even screenshot it and say, oh, this is today in my product management class. People are already registering there very soon. You say so, even your friends can say, please, so I want to also join there, come and mentor me. And you are their friend, we're in the same level before. You understand? That will actually give you an edge over others. So if you know that you want to be among those that will be ending this course with a job, please start working from now. I want it for you, right? I also want it for you, and I'll be very, very happy if that happens. And usually in all cohorts, at least 2 people, at least, that will tell us, because I know some people, they will have it, but they will not still come to tell us. But at least 2 people will always come to tell us that, oh, I'm about to sign, I'm waiting for my certificate. They ask for my certificate or whatever, my portfolio and all. So it's a thing of joy for us, right? So we want that for you. But there's work to be done. There's work to be done. It's not miracle. There's work to be done. So let me come back to what I said earlier on again. I said your project starts from this week. Your project starts from this week, and you'll be grouped in separate groups on where you are in now. The link to your grouping will be sent during this week. By tomorrow, it will be sent, and you have to join your groups. Please, many people will still keep on joining groups till 4th week 4. You have to make sure you join your group this week, before the end of the week. Don't say you did not know that there was a group somewhere. You would see your name. You can search for your name when the list is being dropped. Kindly join your group so that you can all work together. If you are joining of projects, you will not learn anything. You will not know how to create a PRD. It's a PRD that brought us here now. And PRD is a document that is, in fact, as a product manager, you can never run away from PRD. You will work on PRDs. Because that PRD used to communicate to engineers. It's the PRD you used to communicate. You cannot sit down to your engineer all the time and say that, oh yeah, do this one like this, do this one like this. It's not possible. But when they have the PRD, when everybody's working with the PRD, they can say, okay, this is what we're supposed to be doing here. These are the features we're working out for the first phase. This is what we're doing right now. This is what we're supposed to be, because you have the PRD. Now, also note that we are going to be required to design our products. We have what we call the MVP. You're going to learn it as time goes on. Your minimum viable product. That means it does not have anything much, but it can do that. It can solve that problem. It does not have any extra features, but that problem which it was meant to solve, it can what? Solve it, basically. So you're going to be designing your products. We're going to be having a very short class on design during this training as well. Please, I know that some of us, in fact, almost every group we actually have the people that are into designs already. Don't leave all the work for your UI UX designer. Get your hands dirty. As a product manager, it's very important for you to know how to use Figma. especially for your wireframing, and to communicate some things to your designers. Don't just say, oh, who is our designer here? Oh, yeah, designer, go and do this one. Try and collaborate. Work with them. Even if you're not doing it, just let them send you the link to the Figma and be watching them as they're doing it. Look at what they are doing. Ask questions. I know it may not be easy for you to quickly grab the design within this short time. Yes. But how best is it for you to know how to turn by what? By doing this thing by yourself. By getting your hands dirty, work. Don't run away. You might be many in your group and say, thank God, they will never even know. I'll just put my name there. When they say we should submit our name, I'll just put my own name there. It does not work that way. You're not doing yourself a favor. Another thing again is this, please, we are going to be having group leaders. And group leaders, please ensure that only the names of those who actually work on these projects should be in that your PRD. If possible, you can decide to even send to people privately so that they will not steal your work and go and start claiming it. Then if they now use that work to get a job now, they tell you, come on to create a PRD for us. They will not be able to do it. Why? Because they didn't even know how everything happened. So guide your work jealous. Don't let anybody impersonate your work, impersonate you rather, and steal your work. Yes, let me put it that way. So please, you two don't steal someone else's work. Do it. Work. Do the work. It's not hard. If you can follow the information, in fact, you have been given a lot of guidance already. If you can follow all of these things, it is not hard. It is not hard. This is not hard at all. And you are even lucky this time around. You are getting someone asking what's the full meaning of PRD. Hey, Jesus, that means you did not watch this class for week 1. So if you don't know what PRD means, please go and take that week 1 class again. I'm not going to explain PRD to you. I already mentioned the meaning. I already told you the full meaning. Damilola, you shouldn't have told her or him. I don't know if it's a him or a her. Yes, because that means you are not taking the class. You're not taking the class. Please, it's very important. Those classes are very, very short classes. In less than, I think, about 20 minutes or thereabouts. It's not too much for a whole week. So when you now have more classes, what will you do now? When you're not able to take 20 minutes class? Please note that if you're not following the class, you will not get your certificates. You will not get your certificate. You will not be certified. It does not work that way. It does not work that way. So please do your work. If the class is very, very short, go over it again. You can even decide to listen to it without watching it. If you know you're busy, you want to wash clothes, you want to do something, just play it and keep on listening to it. You can play it with your TV, watch it, be doing other things and still be able to watch it. It's very important for you to know these things. For most of us, for most of you, let me put it that way, you are new to this. So it's very understandable when you don't grab it once. But take notes, jot things down, take notes, go over it. Go over it. It's not, your certificate does not the one that makes you a product manager. It's what you know. Your certificate is just an evidence that yes, I took this course. Yes, I am a product manager. But what you know exactly, if somebody accepts you as a product manager and you're not delivering, they will drop you. They will drop you. Yes, don't worry about the audio. You would get it this week. It's going to be better rather this week. It's going to be better this week. All right. So we also talked about, so we're handing off already because it's 5 o'clock already and our time is already over. We talked about product design. As product managers, why you don't have to be, a professional product designer, it's very important for you to actually have a basic knowledge of product design. And if you can, in fact, try as much. These days, the job market is, is very competitive. Let me put it that way. And the more skills you have, the better it is for you to, get jobs. Let me put it that way. You know why I said so? Because it makes you stand out. If I have a product manager and I have someone that is a product manager and also can design, I want to go for that one that can design more. Even though your work is not to design, but I just feel like, okay, you can be able to work with your designer very well. For some people that can code, if you know you have coding skills, you're an engineer, a front end, back end, you are after this course, you are qualified. In fact, you are already a technical product manager. And trust me, for some people, for some companies, that gives you an edge over those that are just product managers. Even though product managers are supposed to be concerned about the business aspects, just the business aspects, but they want you to still have ideas of these other skills. So the more skills you have, the better it is for you. And the sweetest part about product management is that there are many remote opportunities. Yes, there are many people that we want you to work from home for them. Even from many of our techies from BeTechified, we've had people that are in Africa, in Nigeria, in Liberia, and I think we have one in Sierra Leone that I know about, right? I don't know about every one of them, but that have gotten jobs in UK, USA. Though these jobs didn't offer relocation opportunities for them, but they were being paid in dollars, right? They're being paid in those currencies. Those that got in UK were being paid in pounds. So it's still a win-win for them. And I'm very sure that if those companies are actually very pleased and they want them on site or something, they will not hesitate, as long as they are doing their work very well, they will not hesitate to sponsor their relocation if they want it. So this can be anyone, this can be you as well, right? This can be you as well. And one way to actually do this, to actually position yourself, in fact, don't let me talk too much. Please, that video that has been sent, I think it was sent today again, go and watch, immediately after this class, if you have not seen it, go and see the video. You will get a lot of knowledge from there, because work has to start now. Work has to start now. Work has to start now. All right, so let me go through the questions that are here. I'm just quickly going to rush through in case there's any question I've not answered. So if there's anyone I've answered, I will not go over it again. Okay, there's a lot of sorry, I'm trying to locate. Okay. So what document is Eniola asking of? I don't know. Document be shared again, but the links are going to be shared every time because, okay. So you have, for Ezenwa, Mary Jane, you are finding difficult to submit your assignment because you flashed your phone and you don't have access to the link. It was still sent yesterday, but I hope the admins are here so they can resend it to the groups again today, because today is the last day. Tomorrow, week 2 starts. Then, okay. Yes, you can submit your assignments today. Some people took excuse, and that is why we have shifted the deadline for that. So submit your assignment today, please. Very important. And for those that had medical emergencies, I really hope you are feeling good. As soon as you feel good, please just go ahead and do this. Because if you don't meet up with this, then we'll be shifting into the next cohort. And if after the next cohort you don't still meet up, you will not be allowed to participate in this program anymore. So you have just 2 chances to make good use of it. Make very good use of it. Your assignment is in the class, the video that was sent. Okay, some people are already answering people here. All right. So when do we get feedback from our week 1? I said, no, all your stuff will be scored together. You'll be seeing your score at the end of the program. Then can it be announced? Yes, the audio will be announced. Sorry about that. For those that had issues with the video, with the audio, don't worry, it's going to get better in week 2. Okay. They won't pay you for the extra skill. Okay, Christina said, but they won't pay you for that extra skill. Well, it depends. And that's why in the boot camp, we have a session where we have a tech recruiter come to us, to the class, to the session, and they will teach you negotiation skills. If companies actually see that you are very valuable to them, they will not want to lose you, right? So even if they offer you something very little, you can actually negotiate your way up there. Okay. Okay, as for the registration for the certificate, the admins will be sending the payment links to the group chats. As soon as you make any payments, kindly message any of the admins immediately with your full name and your email address. So you register. The names also will be posted on the group day to day. So if you don't find your name there and you know you have made your payment, DM the admin. And please, the name that you'll be dropping is the name that you want to be on your certificate. So please, the full name, the way you want it on your certificate is what you should send to the admins. It's very, very simple. It's very simple. So Israel said, if I understood everything said so far, you mean a product manager is more like in charge of the team? Yes. Yes. That's just it. You are like the CEO of the product. You are the one responsible for the team, for even the product itself, for the product success, right? Yes. So additional said, one challenge I faced was balancing the need for empathy and understanding with the pressure to meet project deadlines. I'd love to hear. Sorry. Here's it again. Sorry, okay. I've passed there. So for your Figma, please use laptops preferably, right? So some people can use their mobile device, but it's not going to be really be easy to do that. So if you have access to that, I can't find this person's comment again. Okay, I think I've seen it. So for the bootcamp, before I'm coming back, please. I saw some questions I did not answer here. I don't know how to code or design. How am I going to be able to flow on the field as a product manager? As a product manager, you don't have to know how to code or design. It's just an added, what if you have the time later in your career to add it. You don't have to know how to code or design like a pro, right? But there's some important things that you need to know, which is what you're going to be taught in this class. The bootcamp is an online program. Like I said before, we have people from different continents and we want everyone to be a participant. So it's online. If you're not familiar, you're going to be taught on Figma. So you're going to get your hands dirty as well. So I'm not promising you any designer. You are all product managers that will be in the group. Then please, the program is not physical. The bootcamp is not physical. Ayomide is not physical, it is online. Okay, so I'm here with Adesina now. So he said one challenge he faced was balancing the need for empathy and understanding with the pressure to meet projects. So this, you see, when it comes to products, he was very careful with deadlines, in as much as you want to meet deadlines. And that's why most times for your roadmaps, in fact, some people advise you not to even put, a deadline for the roadmaps. Yes, we have to meet up with deadlines and all, but the most important thing is what you must what focus more on your users. If you are rushing with deadline and what you're trying to push out, the feature you're trying to push out is not solving the problem, then why are you doing that? And during the course of this training, you're going to be learning more about our prioritization techniques, where you know how to prioritize which feature for which feature, right? You don't just push out any feature because you want to push out the feature. So most at times, trust me, deadlines may not be able to be met up with. But as long as you know you're on the right track, just galvanize your engineers more, right? Galvanize your engineers more, as long as you know you're working on the right track. You know that, okay, when this feature is shipped out, you are actually certain to a large extent that, okay, it's going to improve something, increase something by 40%, maybe whatever it is, as long as that feature is actually a very valuable feature. Is all right. Then seeing I'm the CEO of the product, like you said, does that require I need to have advanced skills in software development other than just, whoa, okay, being a CEO of the product doesn't mean that you're the one that's going to do everything about the product. As a CEO, are you the one that does everything in your company? You have people that actually do it. You have people that are assigned to do it. But you know that when you have an idea of what everybody's supposed to do, you can know what you're expecting from people. If you're a CEO, I know that, okay, this is my worker is supposed to do this thing. You have an idea of, okay, what happens if it does this thing, right? But if you don't have an idea at all, you may not even know that, okay, this thing's supposed to be done, right? So you don't really need to have advanced skills in software development. You don't need to. If you do have it, well, good for you, but you do not need to. Then South Africa, then yes, don't worry. There are payment options for you to use if you're in South Africa. It is Figma, not Sigma, please. Figma, F-I. Okay, people have corrected you. At what point do we learn how to use these tools as a PM? Now, listen to me. You cannot learn how to use all the tools at the same time. And as I mentioned earlier, starting from now, please, when you get to your groups, choose any of the collaboration tools that you want to use. It can be Slack. You can even use Trello for this your project that you're about starting. Whatever you decide to use in your team. And why I say so, because at times you might be very, very good with one tool. Because for one task, we can use several tools. There are several tools that can do one task. So let's say you are working in company A and they use this tool. You go to the next company, they're using another tool entirely. You will still need to learn, right? Though, and they are very, very simple as long as you are ready to learn, right? So basically, any tool you and your group decide to use, that's left to you. But we'll also be learning how to use the Figma in class shortly. Okay. Yes, you also send a receipt of a payment to the admin. Yes, Israel. The boot camp actually costs about 50,000 naira for those not in this class. For external people, the boot camp is 50,000 naira, but it has been subsidized to 10,000 naira for those in this class. I hope you understand. Then please, your microphone is muted. If your microphone is muted, please unmute. Sorry, unmute. Please mute your microphone. Then product owner and product manager. Don't worry, we get to that stage. That's not for this class. Does anyone know about UI UX? Okay. Okay, you saw a video posted months ago where I said I wanted to go into front-end development. I don't know if I was the one who said so, but I can't even remember that. Okay, but to be honest, in my career as a tech professional, I've taken many courses. I can function as a data analyst. I can function as a digital marketer and a product marketer. I can function as a product manager. I can function as a front-end developer. Now, this was not because I wanted to do all these things, but because at the point in time, I just wanted to really, really know where I belong to. Even though I've had other experiences in different places, I still wanted to like, okay, what's going on here? Let me have an idea. Let me see what is actually really, really happening here. I hope you understand. So, but personally, after doing all these things, I think I still prefer my product management career. And maybe because of the opportunities I've got, because I've been able to work with, in fact, with several products that, if I mention some of their names, I'm very sure most of us have actually used some of these products. I've been among the product teams. So maybe because of that, I still prefer my product management. And I am also the first daughter in my family, and I have these leadership skills, right? So it just makes it easier for me. because as a product manager, you must have leadership skills. You must lead. You must know how to lead because you're actually leading, right? So for my, I'm trying to go over this. Okay, so now first I talk about project manager and product manager. Okay, let me quickly rush over that. Okay, no, now I'll quickly do that now because we don't have a subsequent class on that. Yeah, so now basically a product manager works on products, a project manager works on projects. I know that's not very explicit, but now this is just it. For a project, it has a start and an end. For example, your building project, you are doing a building project. As a project manager for a building, you are starting the project. When the house is completed, you hand over the house to the owner, you are done. But for product managers, you can never be done with a product except that product is dying or has died. And when I say product has died, I'm talking about products that are no more in existence. So even after your product is already in the market, you are still working on that product. Look at your WhatsApp, for example. Almost every week, you are seeing one new thing. Who do you think is pushing these things out? They are the product managers, right? Every month you are seeing something different. You are seeing different things there. They will change something. They say, yeah, upgrade your app, update your app, or why are you doing that? Because the product managers are shipping more features. So for your product, it is continuous. It cannot end, except that product is what? Dead. But your project, it has to start and it will finish. Right? Yes. So I guess that should help you more. Yeah, many of these tools can be used with your phone. Many of these tools that we mentioned in class can be used on phone, but some of them might be more comfortable. You might be more accessible when you use a laptop. But trust me, you can use many of them with your phone. Slack, you can download Slack on your phone right about now. Even this Microsoft Teams that we are using right now is also a tool. Yes, it's a tool that can be used in collaboration and communication, just like what we are doing right now. Let me see. Do we still have any other questions that have not been answered? Yes, another difference is that product management is concerned about the business process. Yes, you are correct as well. I'm trying to move. I don't want to miss out anyone, but if I am not able to do that, yes, I already mentioned before that you are going to create additional. You're going to be creating a prototype. Just the design, please. Just the Figma design of your product. We are not pushing it now. Certificates cost 10,000 naira or $10, and same as the bootcamp, please. Okay, so I think we are done. Product managers, not project. Please, it is product managers, not project managers. All right, so I think we are done with the questions already. I think we're done with the questions already. Please, admins, ensure, please, US dollars. Admin, ensure that you help people post the class for week 1 today, finally, because from tomorrow, week 2 starts. So if you have not, for people that have complaints about their phones, it will be done. As for the unique number, let me give you one information about the unique number. We want this program to be, in fact, to cost almost nothing, to be honest, which is why you have been given just a very simple task for the unique number. For if you cannot carry out the task, there's a registration fee to be paid. You can message any of the admins. They will give you more information on that. I hope you understand. There's a registration fee to be paid, and if you cannot carry out the task, but if you have carried out your task, you don't need to pay any fee for registration. I hope you understand. And now, what is the usefulness of this unique number? Your unique number is your registration number with us. That is what registers you with us. We have people that still message us in I think this previous month, telling us that the company that they are working with requested to an email address from this academy where they learned their skill from. And the first thing we would ask is, what is your unique number? So we go and check if you are truly registered with us, because these days anything can happen. People can forge certificates. So we will not just believe it because you said you have a certificate from us. We want to also check from our own end that you are truly registered with us. So it is to be registered with BeTechified, and that's why you are being asked, what is your full name? So as soon as you get your phone, you have your full name, you get your registration number. But if you know you cannot carry out the task, you can message any of the admins for the registration fee. You'll be registering. That will be used in registering. But if you have done your tax, please, you don't have to pay 1 naira for that. You understand? You don't have to pay. And if you know you are looking for the task, go and check the pinned message in the in your group. Don't worry, the admins will respond to you. If you have done the task and you have sent your full name, the admins will definitely respond to you. We have over 5,000 people that register for this class. So you understand that it's not easy to get to everyone at the same time. So don't worry, it will get to you. All right, so with that, we have come to the end of that. No, the 10,000 naira or $10 is for the certificate only. If you're reaching for the boot camp, that's also 10,000 naira or $10. Please take note, they are different. They are different.
Excuse me, ma'am.
And please type your message. Please type your message. I don't want to take that, please.
I was unable to type the message. My chat wasn't showing. That's why. Yes.
Okay, because if we actually accept this, a lot of people will just unmute their microphone and talk, and we don't want that. But please go ahead.
Okay. So when is the deadline for the payments, ma'am?
It will be announced in the class as well. The admins will let you know about that.
All right,
yes, please. All right. So with that, we have come to the end of today's class. I really hope we have been able to gain one or twos in conjunction to what we have gained before. Yes, and I cannot wait to see you next 2 weeks presenting. Note that there's a live class every Sunday. Yes, so next week Sunday we are still going to be meeting either with me or with any of the other product management trainers, right? So see you next week again. Please endeavor to take your classes, submit your assignments in due time, and start working on your project immediately. It is going to be very exciting. This is like one of the most interesting parts of this program. And trust me, you're going to get to meet new people. Like I said before, don't just keep quiet. Don't go and hide somewhere. Meet people. See, not everybody that is in your group, not everybody that is your group that are students. Or we have from these classes, we have had people that are professors. We've had lecturers in Nigerian universities that's registered for both this class and even proceeded to the boot camp, because there's a lot to be gained there, right? So don't think that that everybody here does not have any way of life, or everybody's still trying to figure it out. No, people are just here to learn more. And people are here to just even change their careers, right? And that does not mean that they are starting from level 0. It does not mean. So get to meet with people. Collaboration is very important. Networking is very important. And online networking, don't underestimate it. I've met great people from online platforms like this. So maybe your next co-founder will be from BeTechified. Who knows? Maybe your next, your next team member, your next, whatever it is. And your first job can even be gotten from somebody on this group as well. So don't keep your mouth shut. Okay, the admins will send my details to the group. So anybody that wants to connect with me, yes, you can definitely connect with me on my social media pages. Yeah. So I really want to wish every one of us the best. Please, this is a serious business. Don't take it with levity.
Sorry.
Put yourself out.
Hello. Sorry. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Please, I came late. I don't know how to do it right now.
Do what?
I came late.
Don't worry, the recording will be sent. It will be sent to the group, so you can go over it because the class is about ending now.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So once again, I want to wish every one of us the very best. Let's meet again same time next week. I don't know. I get to meet. I think I can't remember any. Can I remember any name from this class? Okay. So I get to keep on getting better. Good night and happy new week, everyone.
Week.
Everyone. Bye everyone. Good. It does not allow me to enjoy the class, yeah.
What do you want to do?